Hi everybody, I'm back. I've had a lot going on, been busy. Cut my hair. Decided one day to cut it. I had been thinking about it. Had a championship soccer game to go to for my grandson. First time their school ever got that far in soccer. And they won second place, but man, they played good. It was an exciting last game for sure. My granddaughter had a cello. She plays the cello. She had an orchestra concert. Helped a friend plant a garden. What else? I don't know. There's some more things in there. So I've been busy, but when I haven't been busy, this energy's been intense, and I've been doing a lot of hermiting. And you know, I can hermit and still be very busy in my space. But this has been different. This is a hermiting. It's almost like a slowing down. Just letting myself be, kind of hermiting. Processing a lot of things. I know I'm processing things through my dreams. So it's been very different. And I've just kind of let myself go with it. So at times I've felt even like I didn't have a lot of motivation. So I think I am going to open up comments for this video and potentially future videos, just seeing how it goes, whether I have time to read them and things like that. But I want to say this, I'm not on any other social media. I know, at this time anyway, I know that there are a lot of scammers out there. And if anybody ever puts a message, a comment in the comments about contacting them and give you a phone number or a WhatsApp or whatever, it's not me. It's more than likely a scam. I will eliminate people. I will report people. I will eliminate people who do things like that, or who attack other people. That's not at all what I'm about. I'm about helping people and other people helping people, but I'm not about people creating more drama. So just so you know, we'll see how the comments go. What else? If you have any ideas of what you'd like to learn about, or if you have questions about anything that you've seen videos about before, please comment about them. I am thinking about doing a live session at some point so that people can ask questions, or we can have a dialogue on things that are coming up, the energies that are coming up, or just more things that you want to learn about. So put in the comment for me, if you would, when would be a good time of day for you, if you're a regular watcher, for me to do like a live, so that you can participate if you're interested in that. Today, I think we're going to do Law of Attraction. I've talked about it in some of my other videos. I wrote down some notes for myself, things that I wanted to make sure to cover. It won't be real long. I'll try and keep it fairly brief. And then the next video that I do, I hope to do the Law of Deliberate Creation, and then the Law of Allowing, and then probably I'll do the Law of Assumption after that. So, the first thing you need to understand is that we're energy, and we've had lots of videos, I've talked about that a lot, but we are an extension of universal source. And I meant to grab a paper towel. Hold on a sec. So this is how I like to teach it. Let's say this is source energy, okay? And source doesn't know how good source is. Source doesn't have the fullest comprehension of source. Wants to do some more exploration. So source decides to make a man and a dog and a woman and a tree and a stone and a river and even an evil person. They're all still source energy. It's all coming from the same place. It's just made into different entities or different energies of that main source. Okay? Yes, each of these individual energies, then he gave freedom of choice. So they do have freedom of choice. So maybe this evil one, he didn't make evil. Maybe this evil one was just a man or a woman that he put down there, or even some kind of an animal. And by freedom of choice, it chose to do things that were what people would label evil, okay? But it all comes from the same source. And everything has freedom of choice. This planet has freedom of choice, okay? So to have that understanding first is really important, to understand how the law of attraction works. Basically what we vibrate in our energy field, which is, you know, our chakras, our meridians, our auras, our whole field. What energy vibration we are vibrating at is out there in the universe, and it attracts back to us the same type of energy, because they magnetize to each other. So as you raise your vibration, you will magnetize different things to you. If you stay in the same energy, you're going to keep attracting the same energy back to you. That is law of attraction. Abraham Hicks. If you've never heard of Abraham Hicks or seen any of Abraham Hicks stuff, you might enjoy hearing about it, reading about it, listening to, even there's YouTube stuff out there about it. Someone years and years and years ago gave me some little cassette tapes, and I played them while I was driving on a trip, because I was away at the time, and it was like an eye-opener for me. It was like, it made me so excited just listening to these cassettes. They're really cool. I think I wrote in here somewhere what Abraham Hicks, yeah, there it is. That which is like us, like unto itself is drawn. That's the quote that Abraham Hicks uses about law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever your vibration is, it goes out into the universe, and you attract back that same type of energy. Okay? So I want to give you a little example. So our thoughts and our words and our actions all carry vibration, and I've talked a little bit about that as well. Let's say you carry a lot of fear, whether it's known or unknown, whether it's consciously you know you have a lot of fear, or unconsciously you have fear and you don't even realize it. I know I was like that years and years ago. I didn't think I had any fear. And as time went on, I think it was buried so deep that I didn't realize it, or I maybe labeled it as different things and didn't realize it really was fear. But as you start to unravel all the buried stuff, you will find that you have all these emotions that are buried there that are unconscious, that still are affecting you. So whether it's conscious and you know you have these fears, like I have a fear of bees, okay? I don't like those flying, buzzing creatures flying around my head. Probably because I've been stung so many times. But there are a lot of energies that we have, a lot of emotions that are buried so deep that we don't really know, but they really do still affect us, okay? So let's say you carry a lot of fear, whether you know it or not. And let's say you listen to the news and a situation on the news, and it triggers some fear in you. And you are aware of it at the time that it doesn't feel good. Maybe you don't label it as fear, but it doesn't feel good, whatever you heard, okay? You have that energy in your field now, okay? You've watched this thing, it triggered you in some way, and now you have that energy active in your field. So what are you doing? You're sending that energy out. It just naturally, your energy is here and it goes out, and you're attracting back to you something that's a vibrational match. You're magnetizing it back to you. Let's say a couple months later, you haven't really resolved it, which we usually don't. We stuff our feelings. We don't usually resolve things. But you have it in there a couple months later. Let's say your house is broken into, or maybe you're in a car accident. Somehow the fear vibration that you have been carrying around magnetized back to you something that would be something that you wouldn't want to experience, because it just created more fear in you. Okay, that's an example. Another example, let's say you're worried that you're not going to have enough money to pay your bills. And that's all you can think about. You're thinking, oh, how am I going to pay my bills? Or I don't have enough money for this, or I don't have enough money for that. And what happens? Your car breaks down, or your refrigerator breaks down, or something in your dryer, something in your house breaks down, and it's a necessity that you have to have that thing. Or if it's a washer or a dryer, you have to go to the laundromat, which costs you more money. Or you have to replace one of these things. Or if your car breaks down, you have to have it for work or whatever, you have to get it fixed. It costs more money. What did you do? You had these worries about thinking about, what if I don't have enough money? So you magnetize back to you an experience that is going to exactly make you in that space of, I'm not going to have enough money. And these are learning tools. The idea is to recognize that every time something happens in your life that is a negative, to question it. How did I create that? What is my energy field holding that I am magnetizing back to me these things? That's how you can learn. That's how you can recognize how you're creating, and then you'll know what you need to do to change your creations, okay? And we'll get more into changing your creations later, but let's say you wake up feeling a little nauseated, and your thoughts start going crazy, and you think it's something serious. And the next day you wake up, you're in bed all day. The next day you wake up, you're still feeling really bad. You're in bed again all day long. Let's say you're in bed 3 days. And then someone that you had just spent time with tells you, I had a 24-hour bug. I was fine. Next morning I was fine. Why did yours last longer? Is it because your thoughts, you focus so much on there being something wrong with you that, you didn't even consider that you might be releasing something, or it might just be a 24-hour bug? You focused on it being something worse, and so it was worse. You magnetize that energy to you. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of how you magnetize things to you, how your energy impacts what happens to you in your life. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. I feel like I've been around my cats, but I haven't. Not just recently. Let's say you're in a relationship and everything's fine, and you start thinking about, what if he or she decides they don't love me anymore, and they go off and find somebody else, and you just keep repeatedly having these thoughts. I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm just not good enough. What happens? That person decides to leave. The energy changed. It changed the relationship that you were in. And they can no longer be in that energy. So they left. Plus, they probably have their own wounds. I'm not saying that. They probably do have their own wounds. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying that your energy contributes to it. And in relationships, both people's energy contribute to all of that. Okay. So the first thing you can do is, when you have negative thoughts, when you have bad things happening to you, recognize your thought processes and your words. What the things that come out of your mouth, what you say to other people. I know I still struggle with it. Because we're so culturized in a certain way that it's very hard to break old patterns, okay? But the more you catch yourself saying something that's negative, thinking about something that's negative, you can change it. The first thing you need to do when you catch yourself is say, whoa, I cancel that. And then what I do is I think of something, a total different subject, or I may say, like, okay, let's just say I'm driving in the car down the road, and I have this thought. This is just an example. Let's say I have a thought like, what if I have a car accident? Immediately I would catch myself, say, cancel that. And then you could recreate your thought to, I'm going to go to my destination that I'm headed towards, and I'm going to have a perfectly safe experience. But then change your thoughts to something different. That's what I like to do. Change your thought to something pleasurable. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your pets, something pleasurable. And just keep thinking positive, pleasurable thoughts until that whole scenario is completely out of your field. You're not even thinking anymore about where you're going and what your experience is going to be like getting there. Okay, that's really important, is to change your energy. And I know from my own experience, when you've had an experience that is very impactful in your life, and you start the little gravy train of negative thoughts going around in your head, and your emotions get all mixed up with it, it can sometimes be very hard to get off of that roller coaster, to get off of the thoughts, to get to a place of more positive thoughts. If you have that much trouble, what I found helps is meditation, Find a great meditation, and maybe in the beginning you still are in your thoughts and you can't follow the meditation, but just keep working at it. Maybe you need to do a second guided meditation, something that will really grab you and pull you out of those other thoughts and pull you into a different place. Pick meditations that maybe will help you shift your timeline, that will help you shift your thought process. Those are out there. There's a lot out there on YouTube. Let's see, what else did I want to mention? So yeah, that's basically it, is just really think about what your thoughts are, what your words are, and even your actions, and know that they all carry a vibration. And when you're in that negative place, that catch yourself. The more you catch yourself, the more you will catch yourself. The more you practice, the more it will become easier. And eventually you'll find yourself mostly having positive thoughts. And we'll go more into that, into the deliberate creating and the law of allowing as well. Okay, I hope you find that helpful. Like I said, I'll probably turn the comments on here. In the description, you will find my email if you want to send me an email with any ideas on what you'd like to hear, on comments or anything, things you need more further information on, anything like that. Or if you want to explore to set up a healing session with me of some kind, my email's there. I do Akashic record clearing, which is the soul's record. I do energy healing. I do coaching, transformational coaching. I can teach lots and lots of tools on how to change things in your life. And if you would also please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share it with people that you think would benefit from this information going forward. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love and many blessings.